Good morning. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people, and it's 9 a.m., but this is something new. I'm going to talk about LGBTQ plus stuff and get our week started right. So get a cup of Joe. I love me some Joe, some Colombian roast. Just delicious. I love me some coffee. You know I do, right? We got some things to talk about. It's going to be a great week.
Great most gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, T-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Good morning, LGBTQ plus South Florida. This is the first gay weekly morning TV show in the world, and I'm FayWhat. I'm all about our community, and I want to talk about our interesting world. We have people to meet, we have events to attend, and it's time to plan out our week. You may have noticed, I'm a girl. We call it a lesbian or a power top lesbian, depending on who you call. And you may have also noticed that we don't rule the gay boy world yet, but that's okay, because I'm a gay boy too. So as the FayWhat show develops, you are going to agree with me that everyone in the L, the G, the B, and the T and Q community have more in common than the things that separate us. I'll be here with special friends every Monday at 9 a.m. to start your week off right. And I'll be inviting other special guests and friends to make our time together lots and lots of fun. Next, gay boys. I am one of those girls that, I adore my gay boys. I can't live without them. Gay boys and shoes and dogs. Yeah, that's it. But let's face it, this is an LGBTQ plus show at 9 in the morning. They're asleep. They were partying all last night. So if I want the gay boy perspective, I have to go to where they're at this time of the morning. This segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late. Where else to fish for them than while they're still in bed? This morning, we're joined by my guy pal. You know who he is. All of you guys are always asking me about him. Yes, he's real, and he's a gay model and performer, Damien Lenore. You can find him on Instagram at Return of Babylon. So let's get in bed with Damien as gay boys sleep late. Buenos dias, Damien. Good morning.
Faye.
Ciao. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Black coffee. How is it? Oh, did you get some on
Very
you?
good.
How many of you want to lick that? Ha ha, you can't. How are you, Mr. Clark Kent?
I can't complain. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I love the glasses.
Thank you. I can see you now.
So all that time that you've called me beautiful, you weren't able to see me?
I mean, in my mind's eye, you know.
You get this? Wow. So Clark Kent, are you nearsighted, farsighted? What's up?
I'm the one that you can't see things far away.
Okay. So then by far you'll see somebody and it's like, wow, he's kind of hot. Ooh, he looks like he's got a big package. Oh yeah, he's coming this way. Holy crap, no, like that?
That definitely happens sometimes.
Well, Damien, good morning, puppy. I'm happy that you're here with me again. Another Monday morning, bright and early. I don't have Luna with me. And yeah, she said it was too early this morning and she wanted a day off.
She needed her beauty rest.
She doesn't. She's the most beautiful dog in the world. She gets to hang out with me, right? Well, there's a lot of interesting things that we're all talking about this week in the LGBTQ plus community. So Damien, let's kiki on some of them.
Let's do it.
Coolio, first. Patrice Evra, okay? He's a French soccer coach and former pro player. So when he was playing for an English team, the federation came in to tell everyone they needed to be more accepting of him. Many players complained that they wouldn't share showers with a gay player. While he tried to make himself an ally to them, many others were hostile to anyone gay on the team. So kiki number one, athletes are still acting like this? Isn't it kind of absurd? Do we need separate gay showers now? What are we all talking about? What do you think, Damien?
I'm gagged that it's still like this.
Yeah.
I mean, a separate gay shower sounds kind of hot and fun.
It sounds like an OnlyFans page right now, for sure. But
as a choice, not as a requirement, you know?
You know, and you know what gets me is like, you know, I'm not a man, and you know, I have brothers and stuff like that, and I have gay boyfriends, but you know, the only thing, I have straight friends, straight boys that are friends, you think it's an insecurity thing? Do you think that it's like that toxic masculinity that makes them act like this? I mean, like, you're in a shower, you played a good game, you slap each other's butts. Is that gay? Like,
I don't understand the logic behind it. It's very like, do you think you're gonna slip and fall and accidentally have sex with somebody in the shower?
it could happen.
And
No,
you're
I'm
gonna
joking.
turn into a gay? Like,
But they do.
yeah, it's
Men think that way.
people don't understand. It's like part of our biological makeup. You're not gonna turn gay. You're gay
Yeah.
or you're not.
You gay or you're not. I can't turn you gay.
Yeah. And me like sharing a shower with you. You know how many showers I've taken with other people at the gym and
Can
I
you
haven't.
film that the next time, Damien? No,
I
I'm sorry.
mean, I'm still trying to figure out my monthly price for my fans only
For
site
your
or whatever.
OnlyFans.
But I'm not running around having sex with everybody I see in the shower.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's a team sport, and they're refusing to shower with the gay players. But why are they also being pandered to? Then go shower when you get home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Leaves all sweaty and nasty.
And it just doesn't make sense. It's so stupid.
I think that's something that we're going to be fighting against for a long time, Damien. That's just, like, unfortunately, boys are brought up in this macho bullshit kind of mind frame. You can't cry. You can't feel any feelings. You can't be empathetic. You can't, you can't slap another guy's butt, without it being something gay. I mean, well, or better yet, let's change that. You're able to slap somebody's butt. I mean, I watch a basketball game and everybody's slapping each other's butt, high five, whatever, and that's not gay. You have nothing wrong. You don't have an issue with that, but you have an issue with just taking a shower and getting out of there. Like, what are you doing looking at somebody else then?
Yeah.
Don't you like just go to the shower, and then keep it moving?
Wash your ass and go.
Wash your ass, hashtag wash your ass and go. So I'm sorry.
Let's make that trend.
I think we should.
Yeah.
And it sucks for the soccer player to have gone through that. I mean, we're in 2022, folks. It's ridiculous. Next, so at Variety's Power of Women ceremony, Kim Cattrall, you guys all know her, right? Yeah, Samantha on Sex and the City. So she was honored by her work with the Actors Fund. Joining her were the creators of Sex and the City, none of whom are involved, and in Just Like That, actually. So Cattrall said that she wasn't invited to be part of the spinoff, but she wasn't interested anyways. She felt the added series undid the character's growth from the original series, but she said that she was honored to be missed. Kiki number 2, Samantha speaks. It's not the same without Kim Cattrall. To me, that's what I think. What are we all talking about? What do you think? So, what do you think?
So, I know this show was like a huge cultural zeitgeist when it was on.
It was huge. Yeah,
And-
people started drinking Cosmos just because they were drinking it on Sex and the
And
City
they
back in the
still
day.
do. They still do. Cosmos are still like, But I never got into the show. It's just wasn't really like my thing. But the 3 or 4 episodes that I saw, Kim Cattrall was my favorite character.
Well, she was like the sexual older woman that like would try anything.
And she was like unapologetic,
Yes.
unashamed. She was
Yes.
super fierce. She
Yes.
was very assertive. She went for what she wanted, and I'm like, this is awesome. This is
Yeah.
really cool. And it's cool that in real life, Kim Cattrall is saying, I don't like the direction this is taking my character, and so I'm not going to
And I'm
participate.
going to take myself out of it.
Right.
Yeah. No, like,
That's
you know,
fierce.
like,
That's
no,
really
that is
fierce.
big kudos to her for having that boundary. Many of us do so much just to make other people happy.
Yeah.
We're people pleasers, and we don't want to let somebody down. So it's like, okay, this ship has sailed, but you know what? Okay, I'll do it for you. And she was like, no, I'm not going to do that to my character. And everybody has a favorite girl on Sex and the City, and Samantha was up there for most people. That was who they can relate to, or better yet, who their alter ego,
Or who they want to be.
or who they want to be, and to be like just sexually outspoken and to
And
be
not
true.
ashamed of it.
And not be ashamed. She was even, she even dated a woman for a while on Sex and the City. So
And this, in the time that this show came out, was kind of groundbreaking.
yeah, it was trailblazing. You're
Because
right.
the whole, don't slut shame movement hadn't started yet.
Yeah,
And she was out there, she's like, yeah, I'm
I'm doing my thing.
trolling for dudes and stuff like that, and women and whatever, and I'm having a good time
And I'm
doing
getting
it.
mine.
And you're welcome. Very that.
And you're welcome. But I will say that even though the new season, I think that now they're going to be on season 3 for, and Just Like That. We talk a lot of crap here about the show, about how it's not good anymore and how I miss Samantha, but guess what? I'm still watching it. So it is what it is, right? Next, so today starts a new week and also a new era in the White House. I'm so excited about this story. The fact that there has never been an openly LGBTQ plus press secretary for the White House is sadly not surprising. But did you know that a black person has never had the job either until now? Today, Karine Jean-Pierre officially starts her first week. The black openly lesbian correspondent is making history for so many reasons. Of course, many, like Fox News' Tucker Carlson, are already saying that she's only has gotten the job as a token, despite her experience both in the press and with political operations. He's such a douchebag. Kiki number 3, the first black lesbian press secretary. She will, in my opinion, have to work twice as hard, but what are we all talking about?
That's historic.
Historic.
And amazing.
Huge.
And with all the other negative stuff that's going around for our community.
So many.
And the black community.
So many. There's over 330 bills that, are there standing on the sidelines waiting for us that are all anti-LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
That they want to try to get through this year, and it's only May. We're coming under attack in a big way. So to see us represented in the press room.
Yes. It's amazing.
It's amazing, but at the same time, I think everyone in the LGBTQ plus community should send Karine some good energy because she's going to need it. She is going to be like this, phew, 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 dodging bullets that are going to be aimed for her every day. All the tough questions are going to be going to her.
Yeah.
And she's gonna, that's something that I've respected about each press secretary, even as crazy as some of them have been like, they're quick on their feet. They're quick to answer, they seldom make mistakes as to what they reply. It's always a nice, firm answer. So she's gonna have to really, and unfortunately, I think she's gonna have to work twice as hard. She's a woman, she's black, she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
These are all things that are gonna freaking just piss people off, and I love it though.
Well, then you have clowns like Tucker Carlson, who is saying something like that, really how disrespectful and ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're right. That's so awful to say. I totally just I'm so used to him saying ridiculous crap that I didn't even really step on that. And that's true. How dare you say something like that? To say that she only got the job just because as a token, as okay, yeah, she's black, let's give her the job. That is just so disgusting.
Well, at the end of the day, much like his viewers, yes, all of them, he is an overgrown child who needs a diaper change. So
I am not willing to change that diaper.
No, me either.
Ew.
Toss him in the trash with it.
Ew. There was a moment where I thought he was actually good looking years ago. That went away. It's totally gone.
Yeah, someone's attitude can just make them hideous.
Have you ever met somebody that's really good looking and then talk to them and then their insides are just crap and all of a sudden they just start looking like
Girl, I
a
worked at a
Loch
strip club for 4
monster.
years. I met people like that on the daily. You'd see them, the body,
How
the face.
breathtaking. Look at you, you're chiseled.
And then they open their mouth or they react to a situation. You're like, you're actually repulsive. Don't even look in my direction. So it can be like that,
Well, and can I tell you that that's one of the reasons why I adore you. Don't spit out your coffee, okay? Because, then we have to wash this all over again.
Not that.
Well, even though we should wash it, because I don't know what you did in here last night. But I love that you're so humble. You don't know, do you know how hot you are?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
If you're all right, that skill has severely gotten messed up. But if you're high, that's high. I know. All you 4 and 5s are really? That's high, right? Oh my goodness. Well, again, I love the fact that you're humble. Stay that way, all right? You better stay that way. Finally, I am a pure and innocent soul. Look at me. I just am. I've never been around anything sexual, and production has to force me to wear this clothing that is so revealing that my tatas are out. Look, my ankles. Oh my God. Not! I've said it many times before. I am a gay boy through, and one thing gay boys love are hot men. Yeah, I love hot men.
Me too.
Hot men. Yeah.
The nice
Look,
ones.
just follow me on social media. I only hang out with hot men. Hey, whatever, okay? Anyway, so most bars have go-go boys, and, they often get ignored. Well, it's a lot of work, and the new show on Out TV called Gogo For The Gold is celebrating them. 12 hot hunks from twinks to twunks will be competing for $10,000 and the title of America's #1 champion go-go superstar. One of the boys competing was actually a host on Happening Out television network. That's right, Gay Town Hall host and Asian pop star Randy Boo will be shaking his ass for the world to see. Kiki number 4, Go-Go Boys are the best. They work hard. Now they're competing for a title as they go for the gold.
Out TV is ready to Go for the Gold. From the makers of Hey Queen TV,
Greetings, Go-Go's!
12 of the top Go-Go boys in the country are coming together to compete for $10,000 and the title of
America's #1 champion, Go-Go superstar, Star.
with TV's sexiest judging panel.
Go-Go God.
Time to show out.
Bring it. Title's mine.
I have prepared for this for like my whole life without even trying.
Here I am. I'm Magic Mike. Field of Fantasy.
These guys have got the moves,
Okay, I have to watch out. Let's go.
the looks, the drama,
Now here's where things get shady.
You're just jealous.
This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the show.
Get the fuck out of the middle.
Be honest, I blacked out.
Whose looks have been stronger this whole competition? Not yours?
It's gag.
they bring the heat.
The way that body moves, I was like, ooh.
Tingles, goosebumps, panties wet, whatever you call it.
Outfit, brand, eye contact, movement.
I want to show them all my package because I'm here to win.
And one of you will become America's #1 champion, Go-Go superstar. Hit it.
Star.
Thank you.
Go for the gold.
What are we all talking about?
Oh, that's really cute.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, when I saw this story, I was like, oh my God, this is like right up Damien's alley. You know, like, so
yeah.
like, I mean, when you're up there, I've seen Go-Go Boys interact with the audience. I've seen Go-Go Boys that are just fixated on just like the music and just like, you know, getting the tips, you know. I've seen Go-Go Boys like that are just like felt up from the ankle all the way up, and others that are, you know, respected a tad. Like, I mean, how do you feel when you're up there on that box?
So I'm more thinking about like, how am I looking and how am I moving?
Okay. Like your angles, like
Yeah.
where you.
I am not by any stretch of the imagination like the world's best dancer at all. So I'm very much thinking about like, okay, like, am I staying on beat and whatever, and how is the light hitting me and how do I look? Like, that's like what I'm thinking about when I'm up there.
You know, that's too much for me to think about all at once. Okay, so like, do you ever like come to and then you're like off beat? Because that would happen to me.
So I used to dance like once or twice a month in the Latin room at the Manor. I do not know how to dance salsa at all.
Okay.
I would be up there and I'm like, every single person knows that everyone in this room sees this absolute like white bread white boy doing a 2-step to a salsa song and they're going to start throwing tomatoes at me. And they never did. And they were
never
always
did.
very sweet and nice, and no one ever clocked me for it. Because they were probably, everybody was drunk. But I'm thinking like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this dance, you know, very that.
Damien, it probably was perfect, and trust me, they
was
didn't
fun.
give a crap that you were off beat. Like,
And I
at
loved
all.
the music, so it was
And
very
you
just
loved
kind of
it.
like, okay, well, I'll try, I'll do my best.
Yeah. Well, I love the story. I think that, you know, you boys work really hard. You know, I mean, like when you put
hard.
together a set,
It's
you know,
hard.
I know it's a little different being a go-go boy versus your burlesque dancing, but it's in the same wheelhouse, you know,
It
and
is.
you still have to plan out like what you're doing, what you're dancing to, how comfortable you are that day with what you're wearing.
Well, the good thing about go-going
Or not
at
wearing.
most places is whatever music they're going to play, and you just have to roll with it. So it removes that whole, like, I have to put an act together. I need to know my cues for this, that, and the other thing. You just get out there and be cute and have fun. But it's hard work because the sets can be very long. I mean, you can be up there from anywhere between like 15 minutes to, you know, I've been on stage for like 45 minutes. And by the end of that
Wow.
45 minutes,
You're done.
you're not only are you fully wet, I learned very quickly not to wear mascara or too much hair product in my hair. Your legs hurt, your feet hurt, whatever. It's hard and it's late. Because, you know, the parties that they're going to have go-go dancers at a lot of the time is, you know, you don't start going on until 12, which
Yeah.
really means 12:45, 1
Yeah.
o'clock, and like club time, you know, and you're up late. nothing food-wise is open. So when your shift is over, it's like if I didn't bring food with me, I'm either eating like whatever sandwich is left at 7-Eleven in that like shitty little refrigerator area. I love you, 7-Eleven.
Love you, 7-Eleven. Don't get the tuna though at 2 a.m.
Oh, not that. That tuna's been out there all day. No. Or you just don't eat. And then you go home and you're wired because you've been drinking Red Bull and dancing like all night long. And you're sitting there like, what do I do? Let me read a book on my phone and go to sleep. It's hard. There's a lot of work.
No, let me pass the time by counting all the money that I'm making because everybody put so much money down my pants.
I used to throw all those crumpled bills into a bag and just worry about it at the end of the week.
I like it. Well, you can probably give these guys a run for their money with this Gogo for the Gold. And I can see you watching it going, do that, don't do that, you know. Let me just say, make sure that you follow him on social media, Return of Babylon, okay, right? That's the handle,
Return
right?
of Babylon,
so,
yes.
you know, I stalk him. You should too, right? And I was watching one of your videos. You had your foot in somebody's mouth, and then you poured water on both of you, or you poured something on both of you.
So that was an homage to one of my favorite movies, which is Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, okay. And the incomparable Salma Hayek gets up there with the snake and does the whole snake dance and puts her foot in Quentin Tarantino's mouth and pours the liquor down her foot.
Yes, I remember that.
I wanted to do that number since I was like, 12 when that movie came out. And my friend Frank was nice enough to be my audience plant. And I panned away before I spit the liquor in his mouth too. And it was water in a special bottle that I bought for it.
Okay. See, now we know the behind the scenes. It wasn't liquor at all.
No. And I had people hitting me up like, did you just pull somebody out of the audience? I'm like, you think somebody's going to let me walk barefoot in the street in Miami and put my filthy foot in his mouth?
I thought that, yeah. And the thing is, here's the thing. You're sexy as F. So people would lick your feet after you walked through the streets of South Beach. They would. People are nasty. So okay, so kudos to your friend who did that. I mean, that's a good-ass friend.
That's a really good-ass friend.
So check it out on social media. You'll enjoy the video as well. Next up, Damien, we're gay after all. And every Monday sitting here with you, I get gayer. So let's talk about some fun things that will help us get through the week.
It's working.
It's working. The radical religious crazy call it queer. As a negative, Governor Ron DeSantis, well, he calls it Don't Say Gay. At the FayWhat show, we call it the gay agenda. First, who runs the world? Girls, girls, girls from Jersey. Yep, yes they do. My fellow Jersey girl Halsey is coming to town tomorrow night. Halsey calls themselves Tri-Bi for being biracial, bipolar, and bisexual. She also calls herself a role model for inconvenient women. I love that. And her style and amazing music both celebrate being more than just a pretty girl people expect you to be. Get your tickets now to go see her show tomorrow at livenation.com. Event number 1, Halsey Love and Power Tour at the I Think Financial Amphitheater tomorrow, May 17th. The gay agenda. What do we love about this?
I love that Halsey shines light on mental health awareness. I think that's really cool.
Well, and it's also Mental Health Awareness Month this month, so it's actually
even more
perfect. You know, I agree with you. I love that she's open about it. That she's, I'm bipolar, biracial. I am who I am. And she's bisexual too. So she's family. She goes. She uses pronouns she, they, which I love. I can't remember what it was. She did some kind of performance at the Grammys a couple of years ago, and I fell in love with her then, just because the song was, you can tell that she was singing to another woman. I know that you're not the biggest fan.
I am not really into her music like that. I know that Halsey collaborated with Trent Reznor at one point, and I adore Trent Reznor.
What has he done?
He is the mind behind Nine Inch Nails.
Okay.
A legendary rock band that...
Okay, but that's like a million years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still relevant. Yeah, he makes movie scores, he collaborates with other people, he still writes his own music and everything like that. Incredible musical artist. And Halsey is also a great musical artist, but that is just... No, I'm more of like a rock guy than a pop guy.
Yeah. Those goth years that you did are still...
They're still in there.
Still following you around.
There,
the black
baby.
Nail polish and the Marilyn Manson, that was you.
Absolutely.
Can you see it, folks? I could see it.
But she's talented, and she has a great voice, and she is shedding light on things that are important and is unapologetically
Yeah, no, and I love that she's so open about
Yeah,
her
that's important.
past, her struggles, her growing up. You know, she grew up in a biracial family. She's she's white in color, but she grew up, surrounded in a black neighborhood, trying to like hold her own or holding her own and making a success out of herself. So, gotta give her props for that. So, I love Halsey. I definitely would like to go to the concert. Let's see what I'm doing tomorrow. Next, hit me with your best shot. God, I sing awful. Like, man, I could put an outfit together, but I really cannot sing.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, all right. We'll be running with the shadows of the night because we belong at the Pompano Beach Amphitheater on Sunday the 22nd. Badass music rock goddess Pat Benatar is joined by her husband, music producer and musician Neil Giraldo, for a night of some of the most iconic songs they created together. Invincible. We will be invincible, yeah!
Absolutely.
All right, that movie was from The Legend of Billie Jean, and I can't remember the girl. I remember that the girl also played Supergirl in the future, and I had a nasty crush on her, and I still didn't know that I was gay. I knew I was gay. Yeah, no, I knew I was gay.
That was one of the first indicators.
Yeah. And when she cut her hair like all off at the end of the movie, I liked her even more. So I went through like a butch phase where like all the girls I was dating had to have a short haircut. Anyway, ask me if you ever meet me. Love is a Battlefield. I love that song too.
Yeah.
That is like epic. Hell is for Children. That's a good one too. Together, they created music that defined a freaking generation. So get your tickets at AXS.com. Event number 2, Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo at the Pompano Beach Amphitheater. The Gay Agenda. What do we love about this?
She's like a legendary rock musician.
Yeah,
I love rock music.
I know you do.
And she was making like badass rock as a woman, like back in the beginning of women doing badass rock. It was like
Yeah.
early in the generation of that.
Yeah, where it wasn't as accepted. And
Yeah.
she was out there being a soloist,
Mm-hmm.
doing the damn thing. And having these songs, that like for that time were kind of like cutting edge.
Yeah.
With what she was talking about. I don't remember which song it is, but like where men were paying her to dance with her, and that was like one of the videos for back then. I didn't even know that those things existed. I remember asking my mom about it, and she lied. Let's just put it that way. I later found out what it was, but she comes from that time of like Fleetwood Mac, who is the lead singer, Stevie Nicks. Who else? Like it's during that time, and she's epic. She has paved the way for many women, and I love that she's still doing the damn thing.
Very powerful voice, and it's like a very like pretty, feminine, powerful voice, which is a really cool contrast to like the heavy kind of rock guitars and stuff like that they had in the music. And recently, they just that huge lip sync between Silky and Jan on
Drag Race.
They used, I think, Heartbreaker. Mm-hmm. And it was like epic. That performance was epic. And this is like how many years later, and this is still a total badass number these two queens did to
Oh my God! Look that up in YouTube. It actually is a really dope episode. When they went after each other. Oh my God, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Next, the politics in this country are crazy right now. I mean, God, there have been 17 anti-LGBTQ plus laws passed in 10 states just this year, and over 130 more bills are being pushed forward to attack our community. One group helping to fight against these attacks, well, they're the Dolphin Democrats. And on Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., they're going to be celebrating their 40th anniversary with their annual awards gala at the Westin Fort Lauderdale. We need to get people out to vote, and supporting groups like the Dolphin Democrats helped achieve that. So get your tickets right now at dolphindems.org. Event number 3, Dolphin Democrats 40th Anniversary Awards Gala, the Gay Agenda. What do we love about this?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is such an important cause because it's very much feels like the government is trying to just like
erase us.
Yeah, like throw us in the
Silence
trash.
us.
And the only weapon we have is our votes.
Yeah, is our votes. I mean, it's those midterms, they'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
November will be here before you know it. And, I love that Pride Month is coming and we're going to be celebrating and Pride this and Pride that, and we love each other and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is that they're coming for us. They're coming for us hard. And, marriage rights might be taken away. It doesn't look good. I have spoken to some incredible advocates in our circles, and I'm like, straight up, like, seriously, tell me. Like, when Don't Say Gay was coming out, I'm like, do you think this is going to pass? And they're like, it's going to pass, Faye. This is what's going to happen, And I'm scared of shit.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody asks us, what can I do? You know, and we always say vote, right?
Yeah.
Okay, vote. But then also support organizations like the Dolphin Democrats,
Yep.
because they're the ones who find the right people to run for office that are parallel with what we feel and think and live, or, you know, and or allies that also, you know, are supporting our community. They're the ones who knock on the doors. They're the ones who get those folks and say, hey, you've got what it takes, run for office, and then support them and get them on their way.
They're doing the hard footwork
Yeah.
because they know how to do that.
You know, my ass ain't waking up, you know, at 7 in the morning on a Saturday to go knock on some doors and tell people to vote. I should be, you should be too, but I'm not gonna wake up at 7 in the morning and go knock on the doors. But you know what? I will buy a ticket to this gala. I will be there on Saturday supporting them. And, you know, if you can't go to the gala, still support them in some other ways.
Yeah, money
Right?
well spent. For
Money
sure.
well spent for sure.
Our
And it's-
best interest.
And it's all tax deductible, so go for yours.
Even better.
Finally, we love music, from the live musicians like Halsey and Pat Benatar to our club DJs. Here in South Florida, we're lucky to have a collective called Underground WilMa. I love Underground WilMa. They feature some of South Florida's best gay DJs like Adora from South Beach, I love you mama, Herbie James of Muscle Beach Party fame, oh, he's incredible. They not only have frequent online streams featuring these DJs, but also do a lot of community and charity group work. This Saturday, they'll be celebrating their second anniversary with 12 DJs over 12 hours from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Watch it at twitch.tv/Underground WilMa. Event number 4, 2 years of WilMa Underground WilMa birthday celebration. The gay agenda, what do we love about this?
So this is live stream DJ sets.
It's live stream DJ sets, and they started during pandemic, right? So they've been around for about 2 years. And what I love is that, you know, they support and they spotlight gay DJs.
Love
Okay,
that.
now, we all know how much the club suffered when we were all on lockdown. You know,
Hello.
you couldn't work.
Yeah.
Well, the DJs couldn't work either. And during that time, they started this with the WilMa Underground, and they were performing, they were streaming on Twitch, and you would be able to send them tips through their Cash App or something like that. And then now, 2 years later, they're still doing this, still bringing these incredible gay DJs. And, you know, if you're having a party at home and you don't want to play a playlist, you just put Twitch on. And for 12 hours, they will be playing like the most incredible music ever.
That's amazing.
So
Very, very cool.
And they bring down like some incredible DJs. You know, a couple of months back, we had DJ Kyoki in bed with us, and they brought him down to South Florida. So we love you guys. Congratulations on 2 years.
Happy
Woohoo!
birthday.
And we will have you on for sure. 12 hours nonstop, all the music you love and all the DJs you love. Definitely going to be there for that.
That's awesome.
Well, it's what we will all be talking about this week and the events we want to attend. I got to thank Damien for getting up early for the FayWhat show. What do you got going on this week? I know you're at La Boy.
Yeah, so I have La Boy, I'm DJing Tuesday night, and then Saturday night is the burlesque show at La Boy, which is always a great time. It's me and Sin Silva, and we have special guests.
Nice.
So we have a sickening special guest this time, and we are spotlighting 2 of the dancers from the club who are going to be in the show as well. So
Very cool. So
that'll
have
be
you
cool.
already set up what you're wearing and all that?
I am in the midst. I'm in the midst.
I was like, no, but
I'm
you
in the
know,
midst.
but he is just like such a dedicated performer that even if he's up the night before all day, he's going to figure it out and it's going to be fantabulous.
That
So,
costume's going to be ready one way or another.
Yeah. One way or another, even if it's super glued to his testicles.
Absolutely.
Oh, God, have you ever had to do that? Oh, okay.
Every time.
Okay.
The Merkin, spray adhesive, baby. Right there.
Make sure to follow Damien on Instagram at Return of Babylon. I know how hard it is for you to wake up in the morning, Papi, because gay boys sleep late, but I'm glad that you're mine and you get to be with me every Monday.
It is a pleasure.
All right.
And you make the best coffee, too.
I do. I'm Colombian. It might have a little crack in it.
Uh-oh.
Not a crack on my butt, not crack.
I knew it was salty. I was like, oh, this is a little salty
I will
this week.
see you next week. Go back to sleep. Jeez. The FayWhat show is filmed at our permanent set at the Happening Out television studios on the campus of Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church. Happening Out television broadcasts the live Sunday services every week at 10:30 a.m. as part of that partnership. Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Raji Narayan Singh, transgender activist, author, spiritualist, actress, and reality TV personality. And Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Is our community important to you? If it is, I hope you will share this experience. Please like the FayWhat Show on YouTube or Facebook. And you've heard the news. You should be watching the FayWhat Show on broadcast television. I look better in 50 inches. Yeah, doesn't everything? Yeah, all right. Well, in addition to social media platforms, you can tune in on Roku, Apple TV, Google TV, or Amazon Fire TV. I want you to support me in this endeavor. Next up is my special guest, Anna Lepeley. So look who I got in bed, a hottie. Yes, I do. Welcome back to the FayWhat Show, Anna Lepeley. Woohoo!
I am so excited to be here. I love being here. It's my favorite studio next to a church.
Wow, because it's at church, and that's weird enough as it is, right?
But it's a gay church. Typically at churches, flames come off of my skin, and so it's...
And like you burst into flames, and I hate when that happens when you walk into a church, you know? Because then you have to like wait for your skin to grow back, and it takes time, you know what I mean?
Those damn Christians!
Those damn Christians! Anyway, welcoming back to the FayWhat Show, the beautiful Miss Anna Lepeley. Good. I'm so happy for you. I saw that you opened up for Bob, the freaking drag queen. Oh my God, how incredible was that?
That was a magical experience. First of all, Bob the drag queen, as everybody knows, is an incredibly talented drag queen, but an insanely talented comedian. So I highly recommend if Bob the drag queen is in your city, go to see her shows, because I got to open for her. I did about 15 minutes. The audience was magical. I love the diversity, the people, the energy. Bob's comedy sets, the cadence, the material, the everything. I think he does over an hour, and I have such a short attention span, but I can't watch comedy. I was able to watch Bob's whole set. I loved it both nights. Yes. I thought it was incredible.
Oh, I've done a little stand-up, and for that same reason, I can't sit through many stand-up shows, because I'm literally there like, that's not an original thought. That is a stolen joke. I know the punchline to that, so it's ruined.
Too wordy.
It's ruined for me. But Bob knows, she's got a way of like telling a story that keeps you there.
Yes. And the topics are so interesting to everybody, which is something that I admire, something that I always strive to do in my comedy. I think you really have to cater to all audiences, and that's exactly what Bob does. And I just was like, this is comedy.
This is inspiration.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
And so you folks at home, you probably don't know that Anna's got like 18,000 degrees. She's like a rocket scientist. Like she is got it all up here, unlike your girl FayWhat, God, you've come such a long way, and I love to follow your journey, Anna. You were saying before the show on the show how magical the audience was for Bob the drag queen.
Yeah.
Magical, that's hard to say when it comes to audiences. Like every comedian that I know has bombed, me included, and audiences can be tough. LGBTQ plus audiences can be even freaking tougher, Who is your audience? Who are the people that just eat up all the material you've got for them?
I gotta say, I'm pretty lucky with my audiences.
You're lucky because you got abs like that.
Yeah, this is, I get there and I strip and I flash them back.
This is how I get you first. I should have started. See, when I was doing comedy, I should have flashed them first.
Yes.
Then they would have thought that was funny, and then I would have gone from there.
Yeah, it really helps. That's actually one of the most interesting questions. I have to say that off the bat, of course, the gays, I love them. Gay guy audiences, my favorite. I love gay guy audiences. We connect on a level that's transcends, what I could have with lesbians. And I love lesbian audiences.
Of course.
But also, weirdly enough, straight conservative audiences love me. It's the craziest thing. I can't tell you how many times I've walked into a room and I go, oh fuck, they're old, they're mostly white, they're conservative, they're gonna hate me. Bullshit, on the contrary. And I'll watching the comics, I'm like, well, they kind of like that. I go up there, they love me, I'm getting hugged by old ladies, old men, they're buying my merch. It's insane.
But you know what it is? Because you're like the guilty pleasure. When they go home, it's over.
Are they gonna masturbate to me, or what do you mean?
Ew. What they do? Maybe they do.
I hope they're not. I don't think they're masturbating.
Listen, if they masturbate and then buy some of your merch online, I don't think you should care.
I don't sell my merch online. It has to be at the show.
Well, hopefully they won't masturbate at your show.
Actually, I don't mind. Whatever the more wild, the better. I'll take it. As long as it keeps the fluids away from me.
Oh, yeah, seriously. We're on COVID time, girl. What's wrong with you? What was I going to say? You were saying about how gay boys are like your favorite kind of audience. You like to shock the conservatives. I get it. But your gay boys are your bread and butter. They get you. You get them. And I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because they don't want to F you?
I don't know what it is. I think, and I'm sure you've brought this up before, and it's such an interesting topic. Typically, lesbians and gay men don't get along well together.
Yeah, my whole passion is to unite them because it's very uncommon to see a gay boy and a lesbian hanging out.
But I've never had that problem. I've never not gotten along well with a gay man, and of all the kinds. And we have such awesome gay comics here in South Florida too. Tarek, Aldi, Villain Theater. Brilliant comics, Freddie Stubbins. But in general, even with non-comics, I don't know what it is, but we just don't have the animosity towards each other. It's a beautiful thing.
I think it's really because you're loud as hell. I think that's why. Look, here's the thing. If, most lesbians, not most, I can't talk for all lesbians, but if a woman is shy and quiet and like kind of insecure and walks into a place, that's not attractive to gay boys. Gay boys want a tall ass, 6 foot tall Amazon Latina that screams and you hear her when she walks through the door. Or someone that is just fun and entertaining and you.
They like abs too.
And they love abs. Gay boys love abs and boobs. Like, we can literally do a tour together and just call it abs and boobs.
Oh, I would love that actually. But now, but there's something beyond that and I don't really know. I couldn't put my finger on it or in it.
And you know what? And that's okay.
But gay boys for me, and again, I get along with everybody, but there's something magical about my connection with gay boys. It's something genuine that I feel.
It might be, because like me, I'm a gay boy. That's why I get along so well with gay boys.
Do you tell them if you're a top or a bottom? Because I always get into that with the gay boys.
Oh, I'm a power top, always been.
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm a top too.
I tried to flip over once and it just didn't feel right.
Let me tell you this really quick. I was in Houston doing a seminar. So I also do a traveling seminar on the health benefits of moderate consumption of beer and alcohol.
Yes, okay, everything in moderation.
Yes, of course. And I was out there with a couple of the guys, and we went to a gay bar, because my friend used to dance there at this gay bar in Houston. And the lesbians weren't checking me out, which was fine, but I was getting checked out by gay guys, which I thought was the biggest compliment in the world. I'm like, there is nothing more flattering than getting checked out by a gay guy. I think that's when you know you've made it. I'm like, this is the biggest compliment ever.
Yes, it really is. Those are the two biggest compliments in the LGBTQ world, all right? Gay boys looking at you in that kind of way and somebody thinking that you're a drag queen, okay? I've had both of those things happen in my life and they are huge compliments. All about it. You've been traveling a lot, girl. Like, it's been hard to get you back in bed with me.
I love being in bed with you.
And I'm so proud of you for that. I love everything that you're doing. I live vicariously through you. I'm like, that short little asshole. Look at her. Like, she is just dominating the world.
Little asshole.
How is dating on the road? You still single?
Well,
we all got our exes.
Yeah, exes are the worst.
Especially for lesbians.
Yeah, exes never go away.
No, they live in your house when you're on tour and stuff. They take care of your dog or your cat. She's laughing because it's a chick.
First of all, no, my ex does not take care of my cat, but it's funny because, like, when I'm sure all lesbians, and I'm sure gay guys can relate, and maybe straight people too, exes don't go away, and the more mentally ill they are, the more they don't go away. I have an ex that doesn't go away, and then her girlfriend messages me, and I'm like, dude, both you people have to get away. Like,
would you be interested in a trouble with them?
Woof, no. The girl messaged me, and I saw the picture of her, and I was like, woof. I was like, no. And look, I don't discriminate. I think everybody's got something beautiful about them, but when they're ugly on the inside too, then you're like,
ugly on the outside.
Because I truly think that there's something attractive about everybody.
There is.
I do find something beautiful about everybody, but when they're like nasty, someone can be super beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, they're,
Yeah, podría.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah, pero esta tenía mala suerte en todos lugares. But anyway, so, dating, I am seeing somebody, and
Does she know it?
Does she?
No, listen, I have friends of mine that are like, oh my God, I'm dating this girl and blah, blah, blah. And then we walk by the girl and I'm like, isn't that the girl you told me you were dating? Does she know you're dating her?
First of all, I need them to tell me if we're dating. I'm the one that needs a little knock on the head.
You're not the aggressor?
No, by any means, no. Because I have a lot of confidence in myself. I'm in love with myself.
That.
I do realize that dating a comedian is probably a nightmare. So I guess that you could say I have insecurities about presenting myself in a relationship because I'm always going to be married to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like for someone to date me, it's like, are you sure you want to do this?
Would you date you?
Yes.
Wow, you
I would.
answered that quickly because I would not date me. I would run as far away as humanly possible. If me came to me, I'd be like, hey, you look good and you look like you could be good in bed, but get the hell away from me, psycho.
I would date me for a number of reasons. For the sex, for the...
Number one is the sex.
For the unpredictable nature of what happens when we go out, but I do realize there are probably some annoying things about dating me. When I'm out at shows or out at social things, I do the Cuban goodbye. It takes me 3 hours to read something.
Oh, my wife, stop lollygagging. Wait, lollygagging. Whatever that weird white word is, right? She always says that, like, you know, because
lollygagging.
Lollygagging.
Yeah,
is it lollygagging, folks? Let me know in the comment section.
Don't confirm with me, because I don't know.
Find your nearest white person and find out. But, like, she will start saying bye to people. And I'm like, I'm not ready to leave. She goes, it's going to take you an hour anyway, so start now.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And if I'm drinking, which is a rare thing for me, it's even worse. So I barely drink.
So is that why you're still, like, on the fence if you're single or not? You said you're seeing somebody. Lesbians are jealous. Most lesbians are jealous, all right? Which is why it's hard to date girls like you and I.
Of course.
Most lesbians are insecure and jealous. So, and people and ladies, unfortunately, start thinking that when somebody's jealous, oh, they really like me. Instead of, like, looking at it like, psycho bitch, get away from me, they take it as, like, foreplay.
You have such a good point. It's actually a bit that I work on here and there at open mics. I haven't solidified it yet, but it got to the point where I always say I don't know what real love is, because if a girl's not in a tree outside of my show with binoculars seeing if I'm doing some puteria, cheating on her, then she doesn't like me. So if a girl's not jealous, I'm like, she's not interested at all.
And then you go and cheat on her.
No,
oh, no, that's what I would do.
Then I go, whoa, it's not serious. But I'm starting to learn that a little bit of jealousy is good. But the most important thing in a relationship is if the person understands you. Because my last relationship, this girl accused me of being with guys, wanting to fuck every girl. And she didn't even accuse me of fucking gay guys. That would be the most likely, because hey, that's the most flattering thing. And if they tuck it right, or I'm just kidding. If they're a bottom and it works out, I mean, they're all beautiful, you know what I mean? But, you know, if a girl understands me and knows this is my life, I'm always going to be social, I'm always going to be at shows, I'm getting attention, but just understands that what I'm going to actually do with that attention. You know what I mean? I'm sure you totally get it.
No, I totally get it. You will always be you, and you have to stay true to that, honey. Your perfect match will understand that. And not need you to complete them. You guys together will be a power couple in your own right, and she will have her own things going on.
Or dim the light, because almost every relationship I've ever been in the past, they want you to dim that light because they feel really insecure about it. And I'm
so, as in what? Dim the light, like not be as out as you are? You are like one of the loudest people I know, my love.
Yeah, they want you to like, I mean...
Can you be less gay today, Anna? Because it's a lot.
Or like not, like, you know, not posting things for comedy, not this and that. I go, I'm never going to stop that. That's what makes me happy. That's what I do. And, you know, that's what comes with the territory.
Well, and the more popular you get, the more stalkers and crazy bitches you're going to have after you.
Yeah, but I have a pretty generally... And my following is pretty organic. So what I do is I go to shows and I generally follow people back. Here's what celesbians do, or even these come mierdas that are famous on social media. They get followed and they don't follow the people back. If I meet somebody at a show and they're like, hey, I follow you, I'm like, oh my God, what's your name?
Let me
follow you back, because you know what? These can we say fuck?
You already did 5 times on my show, honey, so I love that you're asking now, but it's kind of over.
These fucking idiots are like, I have, you know, 13,000 followers and I follow 100 back. It's like, you look like an idiot. You look like you have some sort of antisocial disorder.
And you're full of yourself.
And who cares? I love keeping connected with my audience. I like taking screenshots of where they are so that when I come back and, oh, hello, when I come back in that town.
No, she's part of the show, so don't worry.
When I come back in that town, they can, you know.
And she seems to like you too, so we're good.
They can,
they can know when you're going to be back, and they can stay connected with you.
It's so important. And these, I see these, and I'm just going to say lesbians at these events that get hired to be there for whatever it may be.
To be there and get drunk. That's what they get hired to.
With the audience. I go, you're hiding. I go, they want to talk to you. You know, like that's. Imagine, you know, when we've ever been to something and we get to talk to somebody and we're like, wow, that's really cool. It's like they're a normal human being.
Exactly,
you know?
And I love the stories. I love to talk to anybody that watches my show or knows me, because it's like, it's all about the stories.
Yes.
It's all about our journey. We get to talk about their journey in your comedy and on my show. I want to talk to everyone.
I love connecting with the audience. I think it's one of the most important things. Of course, if they're like too drunk, then I'm like, all right. But for the most part,
if they're too drunk, you just say, my butthole is my happy place. And I think that usually stops people in their place.
Actually, people, let me tell you, at the Bob the Drag Queen show, I wasn't expecting this. So I'm not exactly an arts and crafts type of person, but I do sell pillows, but what I need to do is stuff them in advance. But they come sealed in an envelope, and I have like fresh stuffing, like a box of stuffing. But this pillow sold really well along with this pillow.
That's cool.
At Bob the Drag Queen. Be bold, be you, bend over, bitch.
Oh, I love this. Why pillows? Are you used to having your face in them?
I'm actually not a pillow princess. I'm usually used to putting somebody's face in the
Well, then that's what it is. That's my girl.
Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to do pillows was because, so all these, straight girls have their own line of home decor, and some lesbians that are into this, and it'll be like, live, laugh, love, and like this font, I got it from The Beach Is My Happy Place.
Oh, yes.
And then this was Be Bold, Dream, Be You. So I'm just like, let me make a line of home decor for gay boys, straight men, and lesbians. So that, because it's not like this cheesy, Etsy Karen that made it in Minnesota.
That hates us and is like, put a rainbow on it and is selling it to us.
Now we've got our own perverted shit, and this is just the start.
Girl,
so
you need to get that online, right? She needs to get that online, right, folks?
I'm on the road so much that to get to the post office. So
to get to the post office.
Yeah, it's so the exclusivity of these is that you got to get it at a show.
I got you.
And I actually signed one the other day.
Oh my God! And I saw you sign somebody's ass or something.
I
What did you
I signed a girl's ass cheek. I had a drag show in New Hope, Pennsylvania, and a girl wanted me to sign her ass cheek. So now, after shows, $20 for a smooth ass cheek, and then $30 if it's like really hairy.
Are you gonna
$30.
shave it if it's?
No, and I'm just gonna write over it.
Just gonna write over it, but you have to like feel that nasty hair, so that's extra $10. I don't know. I like the hairy butt every once in a while.
Hey, I got no problem with the hairy butt. It's just it's just extra time and effort.
Yeah, that Sharpie's expensive.
Oh, I don't know why
Inflation.
I'm writing the 3, but I write Dr. Anna, so I write.
Anna, I could talk to you forever. You're gonna have to come back again, a
I would
third
love to do
time.
this
I have
bed
like
thing
15
again.
more freaking questions
Yeah,
for
we
you.
can totally do this.
What's next for you? I mean, you're always busy, but what do you got going on in the next couple of months that we could talk about?
Okay, so let's talk about some highlights. So I am in South Florida this week. There's some big shows I got coming up. Next week, I will be doing Fort Walton Beach. My show, Comedians in Drag Doing Comedy, will be in Fort Walton Beach, May 20th. That's in the Florida Panhandle, but that brings out a really good, straight, gay, super awesome crowd. I'll be in New Orleans doing my Comedians in Drag Doing Comedy show.
In New Orleans?
Yeah, May 24th. That's a Tuesday at Comedy House NOLA, really cool venue. I'll be at Pensacola Pride doing my Comedians in Drag Doing Comedy show. And in between all these drag comedy shows, I do regular comedy shows where I'm not wearing my mustache. I look like Dave Navarro and facial hair.
I love Dave Navarro.
Yeah, and
I always wanted to be in trouble with him and Carmen Electra when they were together.
In the 90s?
Didn't you? Wow. I was like 10, but still, I wanted to know.
I'll fuck Dave Navarro dressed as Dave Navarro.
That would be an interesting OnlyFans video, right?
It would.
You dressed like you.
It would. Yeah, and then so Pensacola Pride, I'm doing my Comedians in Drag Doing Comedy show on the Sunday there at Cabaret Pensacola. So this show is where I recruit local comics in the area to dress as the opposite sex. So I recruit straight, gay, trans comics. They just dress as the opposite of what they identify as. They do comedy, and then we do a Q&A. And then I'm doing Girls in Wonderland June 3rd, that Friday. I'll be doing the legendary Girls in Wonderland. I'll be opening there for their comedy act in Orlando at that big, monstrous, insanely beautiful, crazy hotel.
Oh, that hotel, I wish I remember the name of it, but it's crazy.
Celebration?
And what happens in the pool stays in the pool, all right? I'll definitely be at Girls in Wonderland. You guys have to be there too.
What happens in the pool gives you a vaginal infection.
Oh, yeah,
I
but
think
we'll
you
talk about
shouldn't
that
go
later,
in the pool.
okay? You know, I'll hook you guys up with a nurse practitioner that I know personally for a mere $150 for 10 minutes. We'll get you a little cream. You'll be out of there. Make sure you follow Anna on all social media outlets. Please remind people what it is.
My handle is Dr. So it's DR_LEP as in penetration, ELEY.
All right. So you make sure.
I love calling doctor's offices like, how do you spell your last name?
P as in penetration. F as in nothing. I won't say it. Anna, we will see you next time here on the FayWhat Show. Dame un besito, por favor. Mwah. Gracias.
Always a pleasure to be here. I love being here. Thank you for this porn scene. I can't wait for the next one.
Ah, You bend over, bitch. All right, we'll be right back. Thank you for being with us, my love. Qué linda.
I thought the dog jumped in the bed.
Thank you, Anna. Loved having her on the show. So we're going to be bringing you special interviews with interesting people to get your week started off right on the FayWhat show. Before I finish, I want to tell you what I have been thinking about. We call it FayWhat's on my mind. FayWhat's on my mind. It's no secret that dogs make us happy, right? They make me happy for sure. Ask anyone who spends time with a pup on a regular basis, and they will let you know how much joy their tail-wagging companion delivers them daily. According to a dog parent study conducted by BarkBox, I love BarkBox. My dog always knows when BarkBox arriving. I don't know how, but she does. Anyway, I love me some BarkBox. So 71% of dog parents believe that their dogs have made them happier people. Hell yeah, that should be higher actually. Almost 80% find it easier to awake in the morning because their dogs greet them. And a huge 93% said that they are better people overall because of their dogs. Why? Well, because love rules, and dogs have served as man's best friend for thousands and thousands of years. The loyal companionship and unconditional love of dogs has broken through the coldest of hearts, mine included. Our canine buddies are always there for us in good times and in bad, and they are our friends when we are lonely and the reason to laugh when we are down. They are faithful, judgment-free sounding boards who we can play with, snuggle with, and most importantly, be ourselves with. Dogs don't care if you're gay, bi, straight, trans, they don't care. Dogs have helped us get through so many difficult times. Our four-legged friends, they teach us patience, compassion, generosity, and kindness for sure. So are we in the US the only ones who feel that way about our dogs? No way! Folks everywhere love their pets. I was just in Italy, as you guys know, and I don't know how to speak Italian. It is not like Spanish. Whoever tells you that, it's a lie. Okay, well, people loved to talk about their dogs, even if I didn't know Italian, all right? If I would walk by someone that had a dog and I would point at the dog, they would immediately want to talk to me in Italian about their dog. That mutual love for our canine companions is a starting point to any wonderful friendship, even if you don't know the language. I love dogs, and being away from my babies, Padme and Luke, was the hardest part of being away. So I channeled that need for my dogs into showing love for dogs that I ran across while in Italy. The dogs in Lucca were the cutest and the most loving, by the way, and they had the hottest owners too. But it was that connection that seemed to instantly happen when I asked a person walking their dog if I could take a picture of their pup. First I signaled, like I said, photo, something like that. Then I learned how to ask in Italian. Posso fare una foto al tucan? Sexy, huh? Yeah, I know you like that. I'll say it again. I'll say it again for you. Posso fare una foto al tucan? Yeah, I know that Leo, our tour guide, is going to send me a message and say that I butchered that. But I said it and people understood, and I would ask all kinds of folks, young, old, black, brown, whatever. Everyone instantly perked up, smiled, and said, sí, naturalmente, which means yes, of course. Dogs unite us all, and I, for one, am blessed that that's the case. 3 things FayWhat needs: pups, gay boys, and shoes. That's it, and I'm a happy lesbian. So go adopt a pup. Don't shop, adopt, all right? Remember that. Dog lovers, unite! Well, that's what's on my mind, and that is the FayWhat show. I am really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ+ community. It's often hard for us girls. If we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. Nothing like this has been done before. It's why we start with inspirations like Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. It's been a tough couple of years, so let's be a little kinder, a little bit funnier. You gotta laugh more and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so freaking strong. Until next Monday, people, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I am #ThatGirl. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Rainbows, gay boys, #ThatGirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl, the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #ThatGirl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina but she's
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did, so make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo, so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week